naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Gafford throws it down.
A dependable distributor, Irving is adept at seeing the floor and making the pass.
Pass to Conley. Fires for three. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Minnesota off to a slow start. They trail by 6. Here's Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. And Davis sends it back. Thompson for 3. Conley grabs the miss. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Washington. It's good. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now it Randle outside. Picked by Randle. Pass to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Edwards. Takes a 3. Poke loose. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Back to Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. And the rejection by Gafford. Screen by Gafford. Irving. Pass to Gafford. Thompson for the triple. A rebound by the Timberwolves. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's Conley outside. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Here's Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Both teams will make substitutions. Now here's DiVincenzo. Trying to end the drought. Christie with the rebound. Dallas leading by 12. Irving for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Irving's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Back to Alexander Walker. Here's McDaniels. And so it's Daniel Gafford making highlights for the Dallas Mavericks. Between his points and his rebounds, he...
The Mavericks, 19.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Marshall can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 17. Clark with it, guarded now by Marshall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here is McDaniel. Hasn't made one yet. Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I would consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here's Dillingham. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Irving looking for an opening. Over Dillingham. Rebound, Minnesota.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Here's Irving. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. No good on the shot. Timberwolves trail by 16. There's the drive. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future. Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems in the pick and roll.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. It's a 16-point game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall with the ball. Still yet to score. Elbow shot is on the way. Another miss by Minnesota. Mavericks leading by 16. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And the Mavericks making a change here.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 14. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, Thompson is known for that shooting ability, but deserves more recognition for his defense. He's got the size, the lateral quickness, and most importantly, the desire defensively.
Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Outside for Davis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Edwards, no good. Mavericks leading by 15. Irving for 3. That shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim, Anthony Edwards.
Thompson outside. Puts up a deep 3. From the arc. And rebounded by McDaniel. Here's Edwards. No good with the layup. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Mavericks leading by 13. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
And it goes down 2 points. Randall's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Minnesota. And the Mavericks with possession. Screen by Gafford. Out to Thompson. Launches it. He can't get that one.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Here's Washington. It's stolen by Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Over Thompson. A rebound by Washington.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
From past the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Washington's got 5 now.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest that shot.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Randall. Back to Gobert. Up top, Randall. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And Minnesota has possession. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Rocket 2 pulls up on the wing. And there it is for him. McDaniel's got 5 points now in the quarter. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Dallas leading by 11. Dallas moving it around. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with a tough shot.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
On its way from Irving for two. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trailed by 11. McDaniels in the post. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. 20 feet out. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Pass to Randall. Over Davis. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Gobert pulls it in.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Mavericks leading by 15. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Davis for three. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Here's Alexander Walker. Drops in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
42.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's DiVincenzo. The Mavericks pull it in. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Christie. A three-pointer, no good. Clark outside. Now here's DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker. And Lively pulls it down. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Dallas leading by 18. Pass to Marshall. Over to the wing. Here's Christie. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Christie's got 6 points in the quarter.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. but that one was too easy.
Now Lively. He's covered by Clark. In the corner, Irving with it. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. They get the rebound. He's off on that one. Clark outside. Pass to Reed. Here's Garza. Lively defending. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And here is Marshall. Guarded by Reed. Lively with it. Pass to Marshall. Now Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck. Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Pass to Gafford. Here's Davis. Mike Conley grabs the miss. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Irving. Edwards can't hit. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
And on that drive, Kyrie with speed, the defense can't counter it, and the momentum gets Irving to his shot.
And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. Both free throws good for Irving. 1:32 left to play here in the fourth. And here's Ingles outside. Great D that time from Edwards.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyrie Irving.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Here's Edwards, driving inside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Dillingham with the bucket.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
In the corner, Lively with it. Pass to Irving. And it's Exum in the corner. Releases from 15. The shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Ingles. And stolen by Williams. And finished off by Exum.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
From the baseline. Off target with that shot. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Greg Anthony.